Good evening, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing a video to you on a subject that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know, and I want to talk about hoops that people are made to jump through sometimes, especially in the early stages of a burgeoning romance, if you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes people play games, they run tests, and they, ask people to prove their love before they even communicate like a human being. In some cases, it goes that far if you believe it or not. They use communication, for example, as a lever. Some people use, postponement of dates, or, making you earn the date, so to speak. And sometimes, effort is called for, but there's a limit. Hopefully there's some kind of limit to this where, somebody has a list of demands, for example, and that you have to meet before they'll actually communicate like a normal person. That's just, if you ask me, that's an answer by itself. Keeping you guessing long enough being the operative thing, is a deal breaker. It's a deal breaker. It's supposed to be. So if they're making you jump through hoops, ask yourself, okay, is this fun? Is this a game for both of us? Or is it just lever that's being used to obtain control and obedience? Because unfortunately, many times that's what it is. Somebody has a list of expectations, and I refuse to enter any arrangement or relationship with prior expectations. I mean, sure, some deal breakers, but that's why you get to know people, and that's also why communication is so vital, right? If you can't communicate with somebody, if they're using, some kind of ridiculous delay or just a refusal to give you straight answers or cohesive or substantial enough answers that they make sense, that is an answer by itself, if you ask me. To have to, sweat and bleed for degrees, mere scant degrees of communication, that's an answer in itself. And as great as a person may be, as great as they, may eventually be, unfortunately, that becomes the lever as well. They sometimes just want to see how far along you'll go, how many hoops you'll jump through, how high you'll jump, just to earn that, cursory acknowledgement, right? And it becomes a big stupid game, and it's really sad. It's really sad because personally, I have rejected people and then given them a second chance only to have them repeat the exact same thing. Yeah, because if they're not telling you anything, you don't always know why they're doing it, what the motivation is, but it's only one of two possibilities in most cases. One of two possibilities being, one, they either are choosing it themselves, they're deciding to give you the runaround and keep you guessing on their own, of their own desire to keep you guessing, or they just aren't being allowed to communicate, which can happen, especially if somebody is a dependent on somebody, or if they have a tough situation where they're not able to communicate. Well, either way you look at it, that should be a deal breaker. Again, which one's better? That they don't care enough to give you a straight answer, or that somebody is disallowing them from giving a straight. Either way is what I'm saying. You have business elsewhere. Your business is elsewhere at that point. How long do you wait? Okay, me, I'll give you 3 weeks tops. 3 weeks, and after that, any rings in my pocket with your name on them, they're going in the trash. And I don't want to sound callous, but if you're going to use communication today, you're going to continue to use that as a lever and a hoop to jump through, and that's just not worth it. Okay, that's not sincere. That's not okay. That's deceptive. It's manipulative, and it's a deal breaker. Hopefully that makes sense. As much as I might love somebody, there is a minimum level of communication that must exist, or else it's a broken deal. It's a broken deal. No answer is an answer eventually. Reach out if you like with questions or comments below, and I hope you have a great night. Thank you.